Here we go.
Hello and welcome to Money on the Floor Currency Trader. Well, here we go again. I found a site that had free arrows that were the best I've seen yet. We keep getting better and better. Now let me go over this one. This one's a super good arrow. And what I did with this indicator is we had it come out here. We put the same Money on the Floor candles with it. And we have everything else that we normally like, except it has to have one condition. This bottom oscillator is set to 20. And it has to line up, the arrow has to line up with the red to actually take the trade. So that one would sell, would come down here to the green one, and then exit. At that time, it's green at the bottom, it'll take a buy. At that time, it'll go up here. Now this one here is iffy, it's right on the edge. I don't know if it'll take that one. You might have to miss that one. Come down to this one, and you get a buy. You get to the red one, it closes. Red one's right at the bottom, it sells and goes all the way down. Same thing here, it closes and starts another one. Goes up to the next one, which is in line. All these are in line. Matter of fact, they were all good arrows. There was no problem with any of them. But once in a while, these arrows will pop up here and it'll line up with the red and it won't take it because they're still going down. So that does happen. They get overrun sometimes. Not that one. It looks like this one here got overrun. Now, let's see. I use a 10 pip stop on these. Let's say we got in right about here. 10 pip stop is right about, yeah, we would have got stopped out on this one right here. So we did have one loss. All the rest didn't get stopped out. So, but they're super good arrows. I really like it a lot. Now I did another one where it doesn't have to line up. Let's see if I can find that one. Let's go through all the rest of them. This one's a different indicator. This one's got two arrows that are very good. It's got the larger one and the smaller one. And what happens is it'll pick up, the large one will either take off. It doesn't have to line up with anything. So it just takes the trade. It'll exit at 10 pips loss or 20 pips loss, wherever you want it to be. And it'll keep going. But once it comes up here, it'll keep going green until it gets to the next large arrow, which, let's say we took a sell here. But let's see, or you didn't get it. Maybe you got in this one. It doesn't matter. They're both very good arrows. So you would take this all the way down. Whichever one you took, it would exit on this one, unless the trailing stop got you out or your take profit. You still have all of that. But I usually set the trailing stop till not to go till 20 pips. For me, that's $200. Once I hit $200, it'll start trailing. That'll be somewhere right about here. And it probably would have got all of this. Uh-oh, somebody's in trouble out there. And then from here, you got another buy trade. Now this arrow, the problem with this arrow is that it may drop a little bit. So you could maybe get taken out. That's the problem. And if you do, that's fine. You got the next one over here, which you would get in and still get your money back. So it works out super good. This is another great system that we just came out with. None of these released. Here's the last one that went out. This one just already went out to everybody. And this one here is the sweet divergence. It's got this other indicator that we call the sweet spot. You would trade it. And also it's got the divergence. So, and once it's in a trade, it'll only stay in that trade. It only does one at a time. And this one works very well too. That one's already out there to everybody. We have this one that's already in a trade. Now, this one did not have to line up with anything. It just took the trade. Now, the first one was a loss. It took this one, it exited here, and then it took this one, and now we're into profit. So we've already lost $100 because it was 10 pips. But we got it right back, and it'll keep right on going. So that's how that one works, and it works out very well. These are great arrows. I love them a lot. And if I can come out with anything else, I'm still fine-tuning it. So once I get it fine-tuned, that'll be going out to everybody with the robots. But they should be having their hands full right now with the last one I gave them, this one right here. So they got this one. They got just the sweet spot by itself, which is very good. And I can't say that this is any worse than the next ones we're coming out with. It's just a little bit different. So they still got this one, and then we got these other two coming out. So we're going to have a lot to play with. Let's see, this one is just takes the arrow automatically. You can run it on a 1 hour, which works the best. But if you're going to run the 15, I like to use the other one that has to line up with the oscillator. And this one's already in a profit too. This one is the Euro Odd. That's up $73. The other one was the Gerber JPY, is already up $100. So it's right now it's at break even because I just lost 100. Now the one we do have a loss on right now is the Audi dollar. Let me take a look at that one. And that's on a 1-hour chart. It triggered a sell right here. And right now it's gone against us. It may go out, and that's fine because it'll get another sell and come back and make it back. So that's how these work. You put it on a 10 pip stop. 10 pips is small. I was running a 20, but it's hard to lose $200 and come back. So I don't mind losing 100 because I know eventually it's gonna come back. So if I lose 100 and then I'll do it again, maybe lose 100, then the next one I'll come back and win 400. So I'll be up 200. And hopefully at that time I have another one that just made 200. So that's how I look at it. But I like these arrows. I like the way it looks. I like the way we got the trend line set up. So right away you see the cross. You feel comfortable. It's going down. Then everything goes red. Everything's red. So, I mean, it doesn't get any better than it stays red all the way down. So there's no reason to get out till you get to that green arrow. And it'll kick it out right at that time. So it's pretty good. Actually, it's awesome. That's what it's called. Super awesome arrows. I mean, it's got the right terminology on it. Because it is awesome. I know I use that word a lot, but this thing is awesome. It's been making money. I think yesterday it made me $600. Today it's up probably 300, and we're still going. So we're still waiting to close these trades out. But if you want some systems that all they do is make money and small losses and big winners, and are easy to understand, easy to see, easy to read, and we got these where they come out with confirmation. They'll give you a little sign that says, "Hey, do you want that trade?" Maybe you don't want that trade until it crosses over or until you see the oscillator turn red. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Right here, it turned red. If you would have clicked it, it still would have worked. It would have went in and then wrote it all the way down. It'll still do everything else the same. And then it'll say, "Hey, you got another one right here. Do you want this buy trade?" And you'll say, "No, I'll wait." Okay, it's starting to cross over. Maybe I'll take that. So we'll see how it goes. But these are awesome. I'm running them right now. I'm still getting all the bugs out of them. I already changed them so much. I keep adding different things to them and keep moving them around and finding what works best because I want to send it to everybody when I know for sure you can make money with it. The other one I sent out a little bit soon. I wasn't sure, so be careful with that one. I mean, I know you guys are using it right now, but I tested it, but not as much as I'm testing these. All right. Is there somewhere? Here we go. But these are pretty good too. Like this one here went up, came back down. You didn't lose because it didn't go past your stop. And then it went up and it closed on that arrow. At this time, you got in and came up. It didn't hit your stop. And then it went all the way down to here. The next blue arrow is where it closes. And also the divergence. If it takes the buy, it's going to close on the next color divergence, not the same color. It has to be the next color. So if you were in this one, it would stay in because you never hit your stop. If you were a buy, your stop was here. It never hit the stop. So you would probably have had to stop 10 pips down here. Never hit that. It went up, closed on that one. So either you would have got in here or got in there. And at this time, you're looking for the sell. And that was a great trade, that one. So this system here is super good. So, it's just you have so much to play with. And maybe you, like what I would do myself is I run usually 3 or 4 different currency pairs, 3 or 4 different currency pairs, and I use a different system. So, and I use different time frames. So I'm just trying to bring money in easily without having to worry. Just trying to bring in that money. That's what it's all about. Bring the money in, easy, low stress, hands free. You can do a little bit with free in there as far as putting the confirmation. All you got to do is click yes or no. Handles it for you. And that's probably the best way in the beginning until you feel comfortable with it, until you find out what works. And then after that point, you can cut it loose and accept a couple small losses for a lot of wins, and you don't have to be there. Or you wake up and find the surprise in your bank account or in your broker account. That's what I do. I wake up every morning and find something, anywhere from $300 to $600. So it's pretty awesome. Once in a while, there won't be anything because the market didn't move. Maybe we got, FOMC coming out the next morning. Market's not going to move that much. So, and what I can do then, and then also what I do is on, I haven't done it on this particular one, but I think you could. I don't see why not. But it was this one here. Put this on a 1 minute chart and it makes money. So 20 bucks, 30 bucks, 20 bucks, 30 bucks. But it has to be on dead zone, so you're not moving. But before it gets to where it picks up, you want to close out everything and be done. So, and then go back to normal because you're safer on the 1 hour and 15 minute. But when it's a dead zone, the 1 minute works awesome. Should make $200 yesterday during, I think from about 11 o'clock till 2. After that, I let it run later, but it hit about 5 o'clock, and I had a couple, because everything changed, and I had a couple losses. So I realized before 5 o'clock, I got to end everything. So I'm thinking like between 10 and 3 o'clock for me, Pacific Standard Time. So you would have to figure that out for your time zone. But this is awesome. We got a lot coming out, guys. So it's all super awesome arrows, super duper stuff. Everything's got super on it, awesome or wild or something. So anyway, I'm super excited. We're still making money on these. We got one possible loss, but it's not done. None of these are done. We still got hours to go. So I'm hoping to get $200 out of each of these. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, have a great day. Make some money out there. Keep your eyes open for anything, people coughing, so you can get away from them. We don't want anybody getting sick. Stay safe and stay out of trouble. Okay, make money. And if you're not making money, I got what you need. Go to the website and pick it up. If you buy all the robots, you get all these. You get everything. And you got the whole package where you got the system and that, so you can have the manual trading and the robotic trading. So, and I'll work with you. I'll help you out. There's always going to be questions and stuff. I'm here to help you. So anyway, guys, have a great day. Bye-bye.